There's nothing like feeling your feet hit the pavement, the wind hitting your face, and your heart racing faster as you find your perfect stride. But an uncomfortable sensation is lurking in the pit of your stomach that could stop you in your tracks and ruin your marathon experience. Having to go, number 2.
I see a lot of athletes out there that struggle with gut issues.
Some people call it runner's trots, others call it mud butt. It's a sudden urge to empty your bowels in the heat of a race.
Your body shifts the way that the blood flows to different parts, right? Preferentially, you're not going to want to digest during a race. You're going to want to fuel those muscles. So the blood supply goes away from the gut and towards your muscles to get you running faster.
This impacts your ability to extract nutrients and also the way that your gut moves and shakes, which Dr. Mock calls motility.
So in some people, their way that their gut moves and shakes will speed up, and in some ways, their guts will actually slow down.
Researchers estimate between 30 to 90% of long-distance runners experience gastrointestinal symptoms during their training and racing events. This fecal footprint dates all the way back to the 1980s, when Julie Moss soiled herself at the 1982 Ironman Triathlon World Championship on national television.
My legs went out from under me, my body lost control of everything. I was a hot mess, down on the ground, and I can't get up. And there's the ABC camera truck just filming it all. So it was humiliating, it was scary.
While the situation may sound comical, it's extremely uncomfortable for the runner and can be very dangerous.
I actually have seen people in the emergent setting that come into the emergency room after running a marathon with GI bleeding. They're hemorrhaging from their guts. And this is due to the low blood flow state in the intestinal tract that occurs just with running alone.
So how can athletes avoid such a fate? Dr. Mock says it all depends on what you're putting into your body.
You want to make sure that you're taking in good, nutritious food, and food that's not very high in simple sugars, not high in fat, and not high in protein, in particular prior to races. So if you eat a lot of vegetables prior to your marathon, keep that up. But if you're not somebody that eats a lot of vegetables, keep that consistent.
You also want to keep a steady training schedule. If you're not a runner, don't expect to run 10 miles right away. Know your limitations and allow your body to recover by stretching and getting lots of sleep. Finally, water is your best friend.
A lot of the sports drinks that contain a lot of sugar and simple carbs, I would avoid those around the time of training because that's going to, again, speed up the way that your intestines move and shake.
And it wouldn't hurt to go beforehand to make sure the tank is empty during your race. So while the six-pack abs are nice to have, it's what's behind them that's going to help ensure you cross that finish line without putting a stain on your name.